phone. Now, if I sit back, is that too far away? I don't know. Happy Monday. Hey, you know what? I was gonna do a live at Mission Bay today. But I had purchased this gimbal thing, right? That would help everything. Because I tried to do lives last week from one of the lakes, and it was just, I was walking on weird terrain and it was shaky and it didn't look good. And then I realized I was out of internet range. So it was all blotchy and I just, learning curve. I am learning. I am learning. There we go. If I sit up there. Oh, that's better. It kind of makes me look weird though. Kind of makes me look kind of like a big girl. I look like a big girl, huh? Not really sure. Not really sure. But I am here on Monday afternoon, and this is completely unplanned. And I'm home from work earlier than usual, because usually I would be at work until at least an hour or so later. I don't know. Or is this a holiday? I don't think it's a holiday. It's March 9th. And I know that because there's a notice on my door that was put there on Friday saying they were going to turn off the water to my building today to do plumbing repairs for the whole day from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. And it's just after 5 now. I did notice. I just got home about 30 minutes ago, but the water is back on, which is a really good thing. This morning I was kind of scrambling around to get showered and, leave for work a little bit earlier than usual because I don't generally need to be out of here by 8. I usually am out of here a little bit later than that. And I don't like to rush. I totally don't like to rush. But I did that because I knew they were going to shut the water off. So, here I am. I'm back. Hi, everybody. I'm back. How are you? How is everyone? It's Monday. It's Monday afternoon, and I'm thrilled to be here. It's March 9th. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. I'm so happy. I'm so happy it's Monday. Do we hate Monday or do we love a Monday? I don't know. I don't love Mondays, but I'm trying to psychologically put myself in the right headspace so I would like a Monday. I would like a Monday, right? But my Monday started with my water getting turned off. But I did decide a big decision about selling a car that I own that nobody's using it. Well, I was using it a little bit, and then I rear-ended somebody in it. Oops. No, nobody got hurt. Trust me, this is a little itty-bitty car. And the person that I hit, I kind of slid under their bumper. The only thing that had to be replaced on their car was the plexi plastic that covers the bumper. That got cracked. Because they had a steel bumper thing, so it didn't matter. My car got more damage, so I think I'm gonna get rid of the car. What do you think? I really don't know. I'm thinking I gotta slim down this year, like all the junk that it's like a Swedish death cleaning, I think they call it. Who's there? Hello. Nadim. Okay. I know, funny, right? So sweet. Kosovar said hello. Hello there. It's nice to have you guys here. Nice to see you. I do have to use my glasses to read because I'm doing this on my phone and I can't read without my glasses on my phone. So that's what I'm doing here. Yeah. So, did you guys work today? I worked today. Um, I don't know where you are. I'm thinking that Nadim, you might be in India, possibly Kosovo. I don't know. What are we thinking? Maybe Russia on that one. But I don't know. I'm just making guesses based on, I don't really know what. But so it's Monday, and I'm thinking about the week ahead. Thanks for the hearts. Oh, so sweet. I love you too. Thank you very much. That's really nice. I'm thinking about my week ahead and what I have to do, and um, it's a lot of stuff. My car, I just spent last week over $800 American on getting my car fixed. And I have a second car that both of the cars are old, like 20 years old. And I think I'm going to get rid of the other car just to make my life simpler. I wish I had somebody to help me make my life simple because I have to do it all by myself and it's exhausting. Pakistan. Oh, Nadim, okay. Well, Pakistan in the house. Right on. Righteous. It's nice to have you here. Nadim. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Music. Hello. Hello, music. Oh, do you like listening to my music? I play on the shorts I put up. I play a lot of old rock and that sort of stuff. I also have a huge, not huge, okay, I take that back. That was the wrong word. I have a modest collection of vinyl albums and 45s. If anyone even knows what 45s are. Jessica, hello, Jessica. How are you? Nice to have you here. We're just talking about our week, right? And what are we gonna do this week? I don't know what I'm gonna do this week. I gotta keep working. I gotta keep working. And I'm trying to get some other things done within my life to sort of get it all organized and get life a little simpler. So I think I'm gonna sell one. I have an extra car that was supposed to be a gift for my kids, but they didn't want it. So I gotta get rid of it. And I was thinking at the same time, do a little Swedish death cleaning around the house. I don't think I'm ready to die yet, but I think that getting rid of some junk would make me feel better. I don't know. It's spring cleaning, right? Have you ever heard of spring cleaning? It's something, I don't know if it's an American thing, but in the spring, as we're coming into the new growth of everything, it's like, you want to clean out all the old stuff in your house that you don't use. So, I'll take a look. Can I subscribe to you, ma'am? Well, yes, of course you can. Thank you. I'll take a look. I love your red lipstick. You're a very pretty woman, ma'am. Wolfpack, hello. Thank you. Thank you. I like my lipstick too. It's kind of my trademark because I don't wear on my face, I don't wear, really any, not really, I don't wear makeup. I don't wear like mascara or eyeliner or stuff. Sometimes I'll put a little cover up on my skin and I wear sunscreen because where I live in San Diego, it's very sunny and it's very bad for the skin. So I try to keep my skin covered up a little bit, but I don't wear a lot of makeup except for the lipstick. Thank you for liking it because it's kind of my trademark. Ever since I was in my 20s, I have been wearing the red lipstick. So I don't even recognize myself in the morning when I get up and look in the mirror and the lipstick is pretty much gone. And I'm like, who are you? Who are you, lady? I don't know. What's going on here? Your face is very pretty, ma'am. I like it. Well, thank you. Thank you. Well, it's the only face I've got. I've got only one face. So I appreciate you liking it. And um, yeah, people are like making comments and then withdrawing them, making comments, withdrawing them. That's interesting. That's interesting. I've had some interesting lives in the last couple of weeks where we get really involved in stuff and not too many trolls, not too many like bots or spammy things. There's always a little bit of that, but today's okay. Who we got there? Wolfpack. Oh, you're older than your 20s. Jeez, don't look a day over 20. Oh, Wolfpack. You go on, go on, go on. Flattery will get you everywhere, of course. Of course, over my 20s. My gosh, my kids are in their mid to late 20s. So, how about that? Yeah, Wolfpack. Wolfpack, do you have a whole pack? Or are you a lone wolf? Sounds like you've got a group. Hmm. What's the answer to that? I don't know. I don't know. And that ain't right. It's funny, isn't it? I know. I love what people say. Kind of cracks me up. People crack me up. And the people that come on here and comment to me, I think a lot of them think that they're really going to shock me or surprise me or startle me or something like that. But I'm really, you get to my age and you've kind of seen a lot. I've been around, I've seen, I've done. Oh, I got a message from one of my children who we've been texting today. Anyway, sorry about that interruption on my part. So where was I? I got totally bushwaggled on that. I'm 21. As far as being alone, are you asking if I'm a YouTuber? I'm sorry, I'm a little slow. No, you're not slow. No, 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 no. No, Wolfpack. No, I wasn't asking about that. Wolfpack, when I think about a wolf pack, well, you're young, 21. That's beautiful. I remember being 21. But when I think of wolf pack, I think of a pack of wolves. They do tend to hunt in packs and they tend to do things in packs. And then you hear occasionally about like a lone wolf who will go and like maybe they've been shunned by the pack and they're out there on their own, but you're saying wolf pack. So I'm thinking you must have friends, and I'm not talking about YouTube, I'm talking in real life. Yeah, that's interesting. Your generation versus my generation. I wasn't even thinking about like you being on YouTube. I was thinking in the real, everything I think about is based more or less in the real world because that's how I grew up and that's how I pretty much live my life is in the real world. Yeah, I come on here and I do this. But this is just goofing off and for fun. Um, but yeah, I think the real world is really where you find real connections with people and relationships and friendships and that's how you learn about life and that's how you learn about the real world. I think if you never get off of your phone, look at this. If you never get off your phone and get it, you got to turn it off. This one's off. Well, it's older. You got to get off your phone and go out into the real world, right? And seek out your friends and your pack and your pack mates and the people you love. You're a very interesting woman. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I agree. Yeah, about getting off the internet, at least for a certain portion of every day. I mean, I'm on the internet a certain portion of every day, but then I make a point out of getting off the internet and going out into the world and making friends and seeing people, at least going out and taking a walk, letting my brain air out and not have to be continually concerned about, am I seeing all these new posts? In fact, I don't even go on most social media platforms. YouTube is the only one that I go on. Wolfpack. Oh, my bad. Ha. um, no, I'm Wolfpack, which means I have many friends and family and hobbies. Yeah, see, that's what I meant. That's what I meant in real life, right? You've got your pack, which I think is super cool in real life. And that's great. I'm glad to hear that you've got friends and family and hobbies, and you've got a busy life without having to just spend all of your time just scroll, right? Exactly. Correct, Nadim, right? I agree with that. Don't cap. I've been more like a tiger lately. They are more solitary instead of in a pack like wolves or lions. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that about tigers. Okay. I can relate to that because as much as I believe in, having your friends and having your social life and your family, people that you can relate to and spend time with, um, and your other real life stuff, I'm a kind of a solitary person too. Um, don't cap or do not cap. I'm not sure what your name is there. Um, but I get it. I get it about being more solitary. There are times, there are reasons, there are seasons. I'm not a know-it-all. Believe me, I'm not here to teach you anything. Not at all. I'm not here to teach anybody anything. But there are reasons that we need to go solitary sometimes. We just need to recharge that battery, make ourselves feel better. And so it's for me, I'm not saying for you, you do what you need to do. I hate when people try to tell like the general public how to behave. And I'm not telling anybody that. That's how I have to do it. I have to retreat at times. I guess, like Don't Cap said, I have to retreat sort of like a tiger, right? Well, Peck, I don't want to creep you out or make you feel uncomfortable, but I think I just found a new W. Okay. Well, no, I'm not creeped out. And it takes a lot to really freak me out. If you're gonna stalk me, you know, don't do that. That's just a bad choice. Um, Make you feel uncomfortable, but I think I found a new W. Okay. Well, I know usually when they talk about W, it's like a win, but I don't know what that means for you there. Nadim, perfect, right? Wolfpack, a new friend with you. Oh, a new friend with you. I'm sorry. Okay. I meant to say that. Well, that's great. That's great. I'm here for it. I am here for it. You know, I'm here to hang out. I'm old enough to be your mama. Or even people come on here and call me granny, um, who are in your age bracket. Because if you're 21, Wolfpack, you are actually younger than my children. Um, because they are mid to late 20s. But I totally relate to that age group because, I totally relate. I sort of get along with, sort of comply with their measures of, like, don't get too involved in my life. stay your distance away. It's like, gotcha. Don't cap. Yes, indeed. Sometimes some me time is important to get clarity about what we want in life. 100%. 100%. I think everyone, even if you are a codependent person and you feel like you need, my opinion, not trying to tell anyone else, I think that for me, it's good to just retreat and just recharge and be alone. Sometimes I will like bed rot or couch rot and, for an afternoon or a morning or something like that, just because I don't want to go out in the world. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me. I don't want to participate in the world. And don't worry, I won't stalk you. I'm not like that. Okay, Wolfpack, I got you. G-Bro. Cha-cha. Hey, G-Bro. Nice to have you here. No, you know what, G-Bro, so far the people in here have been really nice. I just started maybe 20 minutes ago, and we got some people here, Wolfpack and Don't Cap, and have been really super chill people. Good to see you too. As long as you want to stay, G-Bro. But I'm not holding you here because I know you're a busy guy. Yes, it is nice. We're just hanging out. It's a Monday. It's the start to a new week. And we were talking about how it's nice to kind of retreat sometimes and get away from uh, the the real life. In real life, it can be a lot of intense stuff being like in people's faces all day. I know I have to get away from it. Hey, I was gonna do this live today down at the bay. Because I bought a gimbal thing with a stand, and I thought, oh, this will be cool. I could work it out there. Like, no, didn't work. Hot mess. Got to return that thing. So that's why I'm doing this from home. But I'm hoping still that I'll find a way to do lives from out in nature and out at the bay or out at a lake or something like that. I can't go real far away. I will still need to stay within internet service, like where my data plan works, because I don't have a Starlink or anything like that. And I'm not really going to invest in something like that at this point. Wolfpack, do you like to read? What is something you do for a hobby? Just curious. Nadim, your speech is very cute and simply. Thank you, Nadim. Do I like to read? Yes, I do like to read. What do I like to do for a hobby? Well, YouTube I like to do for a hobby. This has been really fun doing this. I go out and most of my shorts, if you're not familiar with me, I make shorts I live in San Diego, California, and it's a beautiful place. And I make shorts from either the beaches, the bays, or the lakes. And it's just like sort of a little panoramic thing. And then I'll put rock and roll or something like that from my generation on it, which I love. And it makes me happy. So this is more of a hobby. Reading. I have, let's see what's on my table right now. I have Astrology for the Soul. I have Transcendental Meditation. And then a friend loaned me this book. It's huge and it's heavy. Because it's interesting you say that because I just had it sitting right here because anyways. And this is kind of because what's going on, our country is a little weird right now. But this is a enormous book about the medals of honor, and it's got all these pictures. I don't know if you can see pictures and stories of Medal of Honor winners, which is a huge thing in the United States military to get a Medal of Honor. And a friend just loaned this to me. And so I'm going to dig through that. That's because it gives a lot of the backstories to some of our Medal of Honor winners and what the reason was for them receiving whichever medal they got. I mean, I read almost anything. I don't, you know what, when I was younger, I read more fiction. I don't read as much fiction nowadays. I just don't really have the time. But I mean, you could think of an astrology book as fiction. Some people think of it as fiction. It could be partially fiction. I'm not even really sure. And the meditation books, that's just because I like to feel chill. And it's, I'll read part of it and kind of put it down and come back to it later and read part of it again. You know, what do we got? Nadine, G-Bro is liking a bunch of your shorts recently. Such a beautiful place you live, so relaxing. Yeah. San Diego shit and I give a different perspective to San Diego because we approach it from different things, which is fun because he gives a really exciting, young, active, he surfs and he goes out and he throws the frisbee with his dog and he does all of these really cool things, the trucks and, the cams at the beach and the traffic cam. He does all this cool stuff, but we do completely different kinds of material, which is really fun because it 6767. I know, I didn't mean to do that. We give completely different perspectives of San Diego. He's, I don't know how old he is, but he's younger than I am, certainly. And I give my view of San Diego at this age. So it's a nice sort of combination. I love his content. It's so much fun to watch. It's fantastic. So you can put, if you want, you can put San Diego shit's thing in there if anyone wants to look at it because he does put out some really fun stuff. His name is San Diego Shit, but the I is a number one. Anyways, trad wives. Be like, I want to know which parents' genetics have the strongest influence on IQ of children, currently which race scores the lowest on an IQ test. No, you know what? I've seen that with some other dinglings, and I'm not going to even go with that. And if you're going to talk about parents' genetics, I was adopted, so you're going down a weird rabbit hole with me, but that's not even a real person. Wow, some are like historical books. Nadim, right? Like this is it, and it's enormous. It's so heavy. This is gonna be interesting to go through. I'm really looking forward to it. Really super cool. Yeah, that's so cool. I love swimming and nature and love books too. I'm currently trying to finish Coraline. The movie Coraline is based off the book, and it's very interesting. Oh, okay. I will check into that. There you go. And G-Bro put up San Diego Shit's name. He's got great San Diego stuff. And he's younger, and he does like cams when he's surfing, and it's really fun. It is cool. Thanks, G-Bro. Appreciate that. Don't cap. Trav likes Bell, the Austrian painter from the 30s and 40s with the funny mustache, also said something similar. He wanted a super raise. Yeah, you know what? I've seen that pop up before on other people's lives. And so it's like a cut and paste thing, or it's a bot, I think. So it doesn't really matter. There's San Diego Shit's channel. So yeah, he seems like a really nice guy. I've only sort of I've been following him since last summer. So, but and I'm a mod for his channel. And I love his stuff. He's a lot of fun. Very, very fun. Anyways, where was I? Whew, that was a minute, wasn't it? Aye, aye, aye. What other books, right? What other books? Or I can show you what else is on my table. But it's backwards, right? My son gave me this. I think it's a sticker, right? But it's hard. I don't know. Am I supposed to put that on my car? I don't usually put stickers on my car, but I totally would rep the foos. For sure, I would rep the foos. I've got that. What else do I have? Oh, I've got, my daughter gave me these because she wants me to, she's like, a woman of your age. She's an occupational therapist. A woman of your age needs to start, lifting weights. So she got me 2-pound ones, and she also got me 5-pound ones. So I've got my own personal little therapist that wants me to exercise differently. I mean, I walk a lot, but she's like, no, you have to do weight bearing exercise. So I'm like, okay. It's hard too, and these are only 2 pounds. I'm such a baby. I'm such a flippin' baby, but I don't do it. I know, Nadine is laughing. It is, it's funny. But it's out of the goodness of her heart. I think she really wants me to, I know, right? Halfway. Exactly. Don't cap. It's almost 2 a.m. here in the Oh, you're in the Netherlands. I see it's day. What time is it in San Diego? It is um, about 5:45 in the afternoon. So, and we just had a daylight savings change of time. So it's gonna stay, it's light out. It's completely light out. I mean, I could take you over and show you out the window, but I don't wanna like dox myself. I don't know if anyone could even tell where I am, but it's totally light out. And it will be light. I think sundown is now like 6:50. So we've got another like hour and 10 minutes before sundown. And so it's quite light. 2 a.m. here. So don't cap. You're up late. My ancestors are Dutch. Yeah, Netherlands. Yeah, in the house. Glad to have you here. Thank you for hanging out. Z says, I have an embarrassing problem. Don't we all, right? George Montoya, I want to be a criminal. Again, don't we all? Don't we all? Wolfpack, it's 8:44 over here in Ohio. Hey, Ohio is being repped in the house. G-Bro is in Iowa, I think. Is that right? I think I got that right. So we got a little bit of Midwest here. I like it. I like it. Z sauce. Oh, well, good for you, Z sauce. Good for you. We all have problems. That's right. We all got it. We all got it. I'm a little thick in the head. He says he's sick somewhere else. I'm thick in the head. It takes me a minute, right? Don't cap. Gee, bro, that's nice. Do you also know some Dutch or haven't learned the language? Yep, I will try. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm sorry for, it's my old lady brain. Sometimes I get a little sketchy. I think I've got it down. I'm getting it down, trying to figure things out, but little by little. George Montoya, I think I could be like Pablo Escobar. I've heard the name Pablo Escobar, and I can't quite put my finger on what that one is. So I don't really know what the sort of joke is on that, but okay. I haven't learned any Dutch. My grandfather spoke some Dutch, says Gibro. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I don't think any of my relatives spoke other languages. I was married to, who I'm no longer married to, but my children's father, he spoke Spanish. He spoke English and Spanish. So that was kind of fun. It's kind of interesting when you know somebody who can speak fluently in more than one language. It's pretty cool, actually. Dakota Wright, hi. Well, hello and welcome. Don't cap. Yes, I'm up late. I still have 2 days off from work so I can sleep in. Oh, nice. Sleeping in. Best feeling in the world. It's my favorite thing. My bed is my little nest. Got this squishy pad on the top. And I just dig in and sleep in. Best thing. Lucky you. What other languages do you know? Or are you talking to Gibro? Not me. I only speak English. I took French for like 6 years, but that was 40 years ago, so I don't remember any of it. Yuri, oh my God, I came at the perfect time. Okay, well, nice to see you. Dakota, I'm just working. Oh, you're working? Yuri, I risked it scrolling down. Okay, but oh my gosh, good for you. You know, aren't we all there? We were just saying, aren't we all? Right? So you're not alone there, Yuri, right? I feel good and strong in the morning. Oh yes, yeah, I do too. I like the morning when I've slept and slept and slept. Gibro, I know English and a little Spanish. Cool for you. Good for you, Gibro. A little Spanish. I could dabble with a few words, but I certainly couldn't hold a conversation with anybody. That's hard. Dakota, I'm an ENT and a fireman. Oh, wow. That's super cool. I have a friend, um, female, who she started off as an EMT and then she became a firefighter. Now she's been doing that for like 25 years and she drives the truck now. I don't know, do you call that the engineer? She does that and it's a pretty cool job. Pretty cool job. And my brother works in emergency services. He started off at probably 19 years old as an EMT, and he worked his way up, and now he works in the upper echelons of uh, the offices. He doesn't actually go out in ambulances anymore, but he works in the offices. But that's a good job, Dakota. Good for you. You're doing honorable work, hard work. George Montoy, what's your favorite alcohol drink? If you drink, I do. Favorite, that's a tough one. Um, I'll always drink beer. I'll always drink a margarita. I like a spicy margarita. That's always good. Um, I dabble with this and that. But it's usually when I go out, you know. It's when I go out. Sometimes I'll have a drink at home, but it's mostly when I go out, you know. Zisa strong. Okay. I think I missed something. Okay. David, hello, hello. Z sauce, I make my milkshake. I like to mix with vanilla. Okay, interesting. Hello, David. So, Wolfpack Gibro, I've always wanted to speak Spanish. It's my favorite language. And I know a little bit. But again, that's so cool. It is cool. I think anyone who can speak more than one language is like off the charts to me. I think that's one of the coolest things, for sure. I like Bush beer. Well, good beer. Yeah, I'm all for beer. I mean, beer is what I kind of grew up on. Beer and wine coolers. When I was young, we would have like kegs of beer. That was how we drank beer back when we were kids. There would be parties with 150 people, and there would be a keg of beer and red silo cups, the red plastic cups, and you pump, 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 and then you have a little spigot, you fill your cup up. And it was usually like the cheapest beer in the world. And you could get a keg for like $40. If you got really cheap beer like Hams, you could probably do like $35 for a keg of bad beer. And kids will drink it. Nice, right? Okay. Wolfpack asks if I've had a Bloody Mary. Yes, I've absolutely had Bloody Marys. Those are fantastic. I like them spicy. Nadim says I speak 6 languages: Greek, Turkish, Urdu, Arabic, English, and local language Punjabi. Wow, 6. I think Nadim wins the prize today for most languages, unless somebody can come up and say they speak more than 6. That's really very impressive. So, living in Pakistan, you are exposed to many different languages, I'm guessing. Did you learn those in school or just through life, you know, and out of necessity in life, learning different languages? That's really cool. Gibro says Spanish is really easier to learn than Spanish, since the letters are pronounced almost 100% way every time. Oh, okay, nice. What's my favorite ice cream flavor? Probably, I don't know, vanilla or chocolate. Well, that's not probably right. I was they're like the Reese's thing where you get peanut butter and chocolate. That's the true answer right there. Then English. Oh, okay, I got you, G, bro. KLOL, the memories. Oh, I don't know how old you are, G, bro, but yeah, the memories of like the 80s, the like late 70s and the 80s and the kegs. And I don't think my kids ever went to a kegger, and that was what all the parties were back growing up. In my day, it was the kegger parties. And it was like a couple people would get together and they'd have some money and then they would buy a keg, usually the cheapest kind, Lowenbrow. Do you remember Lowenbrow? Oh my gosh, I don't even think they make Lowenbrow anymore. I don't remember was that German or was that Canadian? Because then there was Moosehead too. Remember Moosehead? And I think that was Canadian. Lowenbrow might have been German. Not really sure. Wolfpack, G-Bro, right. I noticed that. King, does your stream have a theme? No, we're just kind of talking about everything. So no, there's not really a theme. It's just kind of wherever the stream takes us. We were just talking about like drinking and thinking back on the days in the 80s when there would be kegger parties, and which I think is very different than what younger people do today, or people at parties, or I don't know. I don't really go to like drinking parties anymore, and I don't hang out at bars or something like that. So I don't really know. I'm kind of out of the loop. Georgia Montoy, I've been drinking for almost 17 years now. I'm still rock and roll. Okay, right on. Well, as long as you keep your life together and know where the boundaries should be. Wolfpack, I love margaritas. I got a few that I've tried. I'm still okay. Good, yeah, keep it under control. We don't want things to get, I'm not here to tell anyone what to do at all, ever, not at all. If you like margaritas, there's something that I've had in the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 years at restaurants. I've never made one myself, but they are called spicy margaritas. And they're made with like hot peppers, and they grind them up and they make a regular margarita and they grind up the peppers and then they blend it in with the thing and it's like, whoo, it's got a kick to it. It's got a little hello, which is fun. It's just something new to do with the margarita, I guess. Uh, News, sorry, I did it again. Oh no, that's okay. I am a typo person. So, Nadim, man, I drink one time in life in Greece before drinking. I don't know I'm where. Oh, you've only drank. Oh yeah, where you live, drinking people don't drink, right? In Pakistan and that part of the world, people don't drink at all. Yeah. In the United States, it's in most areas it's allowed to drink. There are areas that are in the Bible Belt where they don't sell alcohol, and certain areas where it's illegal to drink alcohol. Even if you buy it from another county or another state, you're not allowed. There are different rules everywhere. Where I live in California, you're allowed to drink alcohol. So there are stores that sell it, plus the regular grocery stores, the markets sell it, and that's the way it is. But I know that's very different, Nadim, from where you live. Very different, yeah. So it's probably a weird conversation for you, right? It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. Late 80s and early 90s. Okay, G-Bro, I'm a little. You want to look handsome. Angel, I want to look handsome. Yeah, I want to look handsome. I'm not even gonna, I'm gonna take that as a compliment. Lowenbrow, that's right. Do it on purpose. Married. Yeah, G-Bro. Lowenbrow. Do you remember Lowenbrow? I mean, do you even remember that? Do you remember, I don't know how old you are, so you remember keg parties? So I know you're at least a certain age. And if you remember Lowenbrow, and you remember Ham's beer, which was also, that was I think they thought it was like the cheapest kind of beer that you could buy in a keg, and it stunk. We used to call it skunk beer because it just smelled like, ooh, skunk, whatever, but it was cheap. Keg of beer, seriously, back in the 80s, early 80s, like 35, $40, super cheap. 100 people could drink for 35 bucks. It was just absolutely nuts. George says, my favorite soup is French onion soup. Oh, George's trying to change the subject. Gotcha. My favorite soup is French onion soup, and it's delicious, especially after a hangover. You should give it a try. Oh, I try really hard not even to have a hangover. I don't drink usually enough to get to that point at my age. But I can appreciate hangover remedies because when I was younger, well, when I was very young, I never drank. Well, yeah, I can't say that I never overdid it. I absolutely overdid it. And I have overdone it again and again and again and again because I'm no saint, that's for darn sure. But I've never had French onion soup as a remedy. I usually just try to drink a lot of water and electrolytes like Gatorade, and then try to eat food, because usually if you drink too much, you're probably not eating and drinking water in between. I don't know. No judgment here. No judgment here. I'll sit down and drink with the best of them. But yeah, I've never done French onion soup. And as a hangover remedy, that's really interesting. I will make a mental note of that. Wolfpack, would you like to know the margaritas I've been hooked on lately? It's okay if you don't. Yeah, what kind of margaritas are like popping off these days? Because the only thing that, I mean, I know they make, peach margaritas, and you can have blended or you can have on the rocks, you can have the spicy one, like I've mentioned. And when I've been to some upper scale Mexican restaurants, they do have variations, but I haven't tried a whole lot of them. But yeah, let's hear what you have to say. Chibo, I do sort of a hams. Oh, hams. Oh, I would drink a huge glass of milk after a night of drinking, and that helped me. Milk, huh? I never thought of, I don't think I ever craved milk the morning after, like a big night. I don't think milk would have, I think that would have made it worse. We used to go to little dive cafes, little like Denny's is kind of one level of it, but little hole in the wall places that would make a pile of food with lots of carbs. You've got all the hash browns, and and then you got the protein, you got the eggs, and you've got your bacon, and you've got a muffin, and you've got your grits, and just like so much food, and we would just eat to try to just soak it up out of our system. And then we would go back home and go to sleep, and with a huge full belly that's trying to absorb all the booze in our body, I guess. And, wake up in the afternoon and probably feel much better. That's what we would do. But I never did milk. Coats the stomach, okay. That if it worked, then that's awesome. King, I just saw the movie the first thing today, and I'm looking for good horror movie recommendations from like the 80s or older. If you got any good recommendations? Hey, King, anything that is Stephen King is going to be a good horror movie. Are you familiar with Stephen King? Well, I would Google that and see if any of your streaming platforms offer any Stephen King movies like Carrie or Pet Sematary and help me out here, people, with names of Stephen King movies. Stephen King movies are the scariest thing, I think, that's out there. I've heard that he has to sleep with the light on because his own thoughts get the better of him, and he has to sleep with the light on. But he is fantastic. So look for anything Stephen King, Mr. King, right? That was the night before the morning. Oh, you would drink the milk at the night? You would drink it before you went to bed? Oh, good grief. Okay. Okay. Wolfpack says strawberry watermelon margarita. Ooh, that sounds really good. Strawberry margarita, regular lime margarita. I don't know if it's a margarita, but I've also been hooked on pineapple upside down drink and drunk punch love. Are those pre-made, like by a brand that you buy at the store, or is that something you make at home? Because those all sound really good. They sound like something that would be on a menu, a drink menu somewhere at a fancy place. Wouldn't know how to make all those things. So do you buy them like pre-made in a can or something? Or it sounds really good though. Nadim, okay, ma'am, I go to prayer. Oh, you're going to prayer. Okay. Take care and happy life. Nadim, I hope I see you again. Thank you for coming in. We don't always just talk about booze. This is a special Monday. Have a good afternoon. Gee, bro, The Shining. Oh, yes, King. You need to watch The Shining. You want to get scared? Yeah, you'll get scared. That's a creepy movie. Carrie, did I say Carrie already? What's the one when the head spins around? I'm just blanking out. Okay. Later, Nadim. Thank you for stopping by. OJ Simpson in the house. Holy moly. Hello, OJ. How are you? King, okay, what would you say are your top 3 horror flicks and explain your rankings? No, I'm not gonna go there with that. I would just say go do Stephen King. And because he's a fantastic writer, and most of the movies have been translated really, really well. So go do that. I, you know, Edward Williams. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing? Nadim, special for you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Nadim. Have a wonderful evening. King, I know a little of Stephen King. I know he made that movie, It. Oh, It, yes. But I don't like clowns. I have The Shining on my list, but I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's good. Shining is very good. And Carrie. And Pet Cemetery. That one, oh. You can also see Helter Skelter, which is not Stephen King, but that one is, you'll sleep with the lights on after that. I went by the hotel where they filmed The Shining, Estes Park. Really? Really? Jibo, oh my gosh. I don't like horror movies. You know what? I read Helter Skelter when I was a teenager on a couch after a little bit of that and a little bit of that, and it was the middle of the night and everyone else in the house was asleep, and it just scares the daylight. I don't like being scared. I don't like being scared at all. Okay. Okay, fair enough, right? Okay. Wolfpack, they're all homemade. You make those margaritas yourself. For me, I go to Kroger's or Walmart, get already made strawberry margarita, and then get like the juice squirt things. Sorry, I don't know what it's called, but it's liquid flavoring. Oh, like yeah, you can add flavors. Sure, okay. So you start with a premixed margarita thing, and then you add to it to make a different flavor or mix the flavor. Good idea. That's actually very cool. Very cool. Want to wrestle? No, but don't. We all want to wrestle. We all want to wrestle. We all want to wrestle. My goodness. Dear, dear. I think I don't know where that came from. Ahmed said, hi, Ahmed. Hi, Ahmed. Gee, bro, love you, bro. Love you, broader. Oh, love you, broader. Oh, that's nice, Nadim. Wolfpack, that you mix with water and the others you go to the bar and ask them. And yes, that's what you do. Okay, right. So you start with sort of a starter margarita mix and then you add flavors to it. I've sort of done stuff like that before where I've bought like just a plain margarita mix, right? And then you get your tequila because the margarita mix, I don't know if it usually has any alcohol in it. But then you buy like a bag of frozen strawberries, and you might have a banana, and you might have a piece, a peach or something. And then you get your blender out and you put some tequila in, you put your regular margarita mix in, and then you put your frozen strawberries and maybe a banana and whatever in there, and you blend that, and that can turn out really well. And I think that's how most of these things get started, is with people just sort of experimenting with like, oh, what do we have around? What's in the freezer? Do we have frozen? Oh, and you probably do blueberries. I love peach. I love peach. I love strawberries. Adding a banana is always good. And then you feel like you're doing something healthy. You feel like you're doing something healthy for yourself by making a blender full of margaritas and then laying in the sun. Well, that's what we do here in San Diego. Then you lay in the sun with your little drink with a straw and just enjoy it. Just enjoy. I tell you, what do you do with that? And yes, that's what I do. Tyler, can you teach me to cha-cha? I think it's just you go to the left, go to the right, go to the left. I don't really know. It's a nickname that I have. But yes, is it Dan? We'll pick. I want to try that. Yes, right? What, the cha-cha or the drink thing? Yes. Tyler, 2 hops this time. Oh, slide to left, hop, hop, right? Something like that. I know. I did Google the cha-cha dance, and there is a hop, hop. You're right. 2 hops, 2 hops this time. Slide to the left, slide to the right. 2 hops this time. That's right. We'll pack the drink. Oh, yes, right? You can go to the frozen department, so it doesn't matter if it's seasonal or not, and get frozen fruit, right? Because you're making a frozen drink anyways. So fine, get your frozen strawberries or whatever kind of frozen fruit you like. Absolutely. That's right. Okay, how's everyone doing? We have been going over an hour. You guys want to keep going? Or should we cut it? Are we getting tired? Jibo, you're still hanging around. You still get that little high, the little wave going on there. Hello. That's very cute. Is it fun or is it... What do you think about me doing a live stream at the Bay? You know, not today, but like later this week. Is that a yes, Jibo, about the live stream at the like outdoors somewhere? I think that would be really fun. I just kind of have to figure out the camera thing, because what I do here at home is I have this claw thing that like holds the camera, right? It just holds the camera, and so I can start it and stop it. And then there's like a bendy thing it's on, and then it clamps to either the table. It's actually clamped onto a laptop here. And so it's like really simple. It's not a gimbal. It's nothing fancy. It's a claw, like the claw that women put in their hair. It's all it is. And I don't know how I would do that, because I don't want to hold it, right? And so I have to figure out a way to do it outdoors. I do have a little stand thing, so I could try that. And I'll look into that this week, because the gimbal that I bought was just useless. I couldn't figure it out. I'm not techie at all, and I couldn't figure it out. So I will this week at some point figure out how to do an outdoor live stream that I can sit close enough to the camera that I can read it. And well, I thought the gimbal thing would be cool, because then I could walk, right? But then I have to stop to look at it to read it, and then turn around to look around. I'll figure it out. But Jibo, I think that would be awesome. Yeah. I'll figure it out. I just have to figure out, I'm still kind of new at this. So I have to figure out how to do it so it'll work and not be... And I had a couple fails last week that I tried, and I'm just trying to figure out how to do it. But I will. Thank you for the support. Nap time. I'm tired too, working all day. Okay, Nix. Have a nap. Oopsie. What did I do? We'll pack. But another one I've been doing is Jameson and Sprite. That's pretty good. When I was in my 20s, I would do 7 and 7, which was, I was probably 21 years old. Seagram's 7 and 7-Up, which I think is probably very similar to what you're talking about. Oh, I can always take another day. Wait, what do we got? That car tripod would work well. Well, yeah, I know the thing that I'm on right now, but I don't know what because it's like it attaches to the side of like a laptop or a table. It's a little clamp that goes like that. So it has to have something to clamp. I don't know what, like on my car, I could clamp it to. I got to go look at the back of my car and see if there's like, if I open it up the back, is there something in there I could clamp it to? Um, you know, that car tripod would work well. Yeah, yeah. So I got to kind of, I just have to, I have to figure it out, you know. Azizus. Abi, hi friend. I hope all is well with you. Yes, everything is very good. Thank you very much. I hope everything is well with you too. I hope everything is well with everyone. I want everyone to be good. Edward, haha, yes, he's laughing. Killua, Charlie Kirk is your goat. Well, good for you. Jiro, you can always take a second device like like an iPad or a laptop while streaming on another device. Ooh, that's kind of a good idea because if I charge my laptop, I don't my iPad dot, but I could take my laptop and then I could actually see the stream and I wouldn't have to sit as close to the camera. You're right. If I could, I just need to figure that out. But good idea, very good idea, Gibro. Thank you. Killua, he died so we could all go to Walmart. That's a thought. Edward Williams, how old are you? I'm 60. How old are you? Wolfpack, I'd have to try it. Oh, the 7 and 7. Yeah, right? I think it's Seagram's. I think it's the same. Seagram's and 7 Up is kind of like Sprite. So I think it's probably very similar. Killua's Granny seemed chill AF. Yeah, Granny is chill, baby. Chills. Chill AF, that's right. I'm a chill Granny. You're intriguing. Thinking about subscribing 4748. Is 4748 kind of like, you know, you know what I'm talking about? Killua's oldie. Are you married? I am not currently married. I have been married in the past, but I am no longer married. Gee, bro, that's what I did in my few lives I did. I didn't see on your channel that you did lives. I need to go back and take a look back at your channel again, G Bro. You're making me think that I've missed some things about you. You might have been up to some shenanigans I did not know about. One Take Adventures. Hello, hi, how are ya? It's good to see you here, very much. Killua's, why did it not work out? Sorry for prying. Oh my goodness, this was over 20 years ago. Sometimes it just doesn't work, isn't meant to be. But we are still very close and we raised our children together and our children are happy and thriving. Adults now, the children are adults and on their own and thriving, and me and my ex are fine. We are very fine. What do we got? What do we got? I did maybe 6 or 7 lives. Oh, why did you stop? That's kind of interesting. Dalhari Pool. Do you have Parkinson's? You're shaking a bit. I have tremors. I have essential tremors, and I have cervical dystonia. I have a nervous system disorder. I'm okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Patrick Moore, hello from Louisiana. Hi. Louisiana in the house. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. We are talking about everything from here to the moon. We were currently kind of trying to figure out how I could do a live. I'm in my home, and because I have Wi-Fi here, so it works out really well. And I have a setup to hold my phone, and I was trying to figure out a way to do a live outside, like near the bay. But it would be with my car, and I think my phone has enough data if I stay close enough to the city that I'll be able to get a signal. But it's a matter of like, do I have a thing to hold my camera? And then Gibro was saying I should bring my laptop and then read comments on the laptop, which makes a lot of sense. I like that idea. Thank you for that, by the way. Kilowaz, I feel you. I got married at 20. We lasted 5 years, but she was unable to have kids at the time, and it caused us to grow apart. It's been a few years now, but I haven't found anyone else I really like. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I have a number of friends who wanted to have children, but they weren't able to. In fact, none of my close friends had their own children, which is kind of crazy because we had this group of friends, and for one reason or another, 2 of them went through in vitro fertilization, and it did not work for either of them. So anyone out there who's thinking that they are just relying on that, think again, because it doesn't work for everyone for all kinds of reasons. Well, I'm sorry it didn't work out. Maybe you'll have another chance, or, you never know what life's gonna bring you. Life zigs and it zags and it zigs and it zags. And you never know what you're gonna get. If you're young and you think your life's gonna turn out a certain way up here and you're down here, you may get there at some point, or maybe as you're going, you'll go this way and that stops being important and you wind up over here. So life has a way of twisting and turning and not ever turning out the way anyone expects it to. Very few people I know, their lives turn out exactly the way they thought it was going to be when they were 20. Just because life changes and, shit happens, right? But I'm not here to tell anyone anything that you can't figure out on your own. I'm not here to lecture anyone. I'm just saying life doesn't always work out the way you think it's gonna. Welcome in, Louisiana. Yes, in the house. Kilowatts, I'll be one of their children. I'll be one of their children. Whose children? There's always the option to adopt. Straight up, G-Bro. Did you know, G-Bro, that I am adopted? I am an adopted child. So at some point, I was an unwanted pregnancy. My biological mother changing the subject. We just zigged and zagged, didn't we? We went from talking about booze to talking about how to set up an outdoor camera to now, hey, I was an unwanted pregnancy and I was put up for adoption, and I had a very good life. I'm a grateful, happy person. But adoption is not a bad idea because okay people come out of it. I think I'm okay. I might not be yes, really, truly. Yes. Your friends. Hello, Michael Castleberry. Hello. Yes, really, I absolutely 100% was adopted. I can do plenty of chats about that. Will you adopt me at 30? Me? No. I finally got all my kids out of the house and I'm happy being without children at the moment. But at 30, you can get a family to adopt you, but I think so cool, Cha-Cha. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting. I have so many stories, G-Bro. I could go down rabbit hole after rabbit hole after rabbit hole of like stuff about my life. I did DNA testing. I found out who my biological parents were, and oh my gosh, some stories to come out of that. I found half siblings through DNA testing, and one of them lives 5 miles away from me. My biological uncle lives 45 minutes away from me. I'm like, what the heck? So, yeah, I have a lot of stories about being adopted. and about DNA testing and about finding people out there. It's not always the happy stories you see on, the live, or not the live, but the what do they call them, the reality TV, right? They say, I'm adopted, I'm gonna find my parents. It's always just like, I love you, bro. It's a great story. It's not always that way. No. Sometimes it is, but it's still always a little bit, there's always a little bit of like, this is interesting, but you know, it's different too. And then there's like, I've had the really bad story and ending to it. And I have other family members that have been adopted who have found their um, biological family or parents or who they are. I have friends who, you'd be surprised, in my generation. I was born in the 60s, and in the 60s, women didn't have, well, we don't now. We're back to having no reproductive rights, right? We've had all that stripped from us. But back in the 60s, there was a really high rate of children being put up for adoption because women, there was no birth control. And adoption was something that most women would never consider because it meant you going in, literally going to an alley to some backdoor doctor with a coat hanger in it. You could lose your life doing that. So, what a lot of women did in the 60s, if they got accidentally pregnant and it was an unwanted pregnancy, they would go to live at houses for unwed mothers, at least here in California. And then they would live with families that would take them in, not their own family, because they had to leave and escape because of the shame, right? And they would go live with these other families who would have multiple pregnant women living with them. And I don't know if they were compensated for that or they just did it. Then they would have their baby, put their baby up for adoption, and then they would go back to their lives and pretend like nothing happened. Because back then, there was so much shame associated with a, a, a woman having a baby out of wedlock. So that was the 60s. So that's why I have uh, quite a number of friends and a couple of family members who were also adopted, because in that era of time, there were a lot of babies put up for adoption because that was what women who got pregnant and weren't able to take care of their babies did. And so there's that. That's why there were so many. But so I knew a lot of people. I know it's kind of a trip, isn't it? Gotcha. Nice to tune in with you, though. Okay, I know. Probably Mr. Bradbury. That was a little deep, probably for some people. Sorry about that. Wolfpack, that's actually really cool. I don't mean it in a way I say it's cool because I was adopted too. Oh, you were adopted. Okay. Well, I understand where you're coming from. Gee, bro, I don't like abortion, and that is so amazing. Somebody adopted you, love it. Gee, bro, I do not think anybody likes abortion. And I'm not going to even go down that rabbit hole here today, but I guarantee you nobody likes that. Nobody, nobody likes it. But life happens. And I'm not even quite sure that my mother wasn't like forcefully impregnated without saying the word, right? But she was stuck with the responsibility of it. That's what happens. What's your favorite meal to cook or eat? Um, my favorite is Japanese food. I love sushi and sashimi. I could do that 4 or 5 days a week. Michael Castleberry, you are our family. Am I? Okay. Great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Mr. Brad Boy. I like that Cha-Cha cool name. Thank you. Positive Light. Hello, ma'am. Hello. Positive Light. I'm from India. Well, India in the house. There's a lot of people out there that are adopted, and people don't really talk about it anymore. Kilowatt, have you ever done LSD? I haven't done LSD. I did shrooms when I was 21, but I haven't done LSD. I know people who've done LSD. And do you know what Beatles song that is? Kilowatt. What Beatles song? I'll tell you. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Mr. Bad Boy, your names definitely makes me think of Gotcha Cha-Cha. Mr. Bradbury name, right? Moisture Man Junkie. Okay, good for you for that. Kilowatt, I like to hug my pitbull doggy. Wesley, you're still in the game, my love. I don't even know what that means. What do you mean I'm still in the game? Yeah, I never stopped being in any game, but I don't know what game you're talking about. Mr. Bad Boy, gotcha, I get it, gotcha. Yep, gotcha. Good evening, Kenneth. Oh, Kenneth, welcome back. Good to see you. Wolfpack, oh my God, I love sushi too. Yeah, John XX, you're a beautiful lady. God bless you. Well, thank you very much. Kilowatt, you're muted. I'm muted. Am I muted? Somebody tell me, am I muted? Can you hear me? I'm looking at my thing. It does not say muted. Am I muted? You're muted. I don't know what you're saying. Gee, bro, you are not muted. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I don't know why that person said that. John XX, you look like Rhea Seahorn. Don't know who that is. Not sure who that is. Ballin 415. Are you on Medicare? That's so hot. No, not quite. I've got a few years to go before I'll be on Medicare. May not exist by that time. No, you're not muted. Thank you, Aiden. I appreciate that. Wolfpack, I can hear you fine. Thank you very much. G-Bro, you're not muted. Thank you for letting me know. I don't know why that person said that. Maybe they accidentally muted their thing. You're good. Okay. Bill Shaw, really? Thank you. I'm good. Well, I'm glad to hear you can hear me. John XX, she's an actress. Oh, I don't know. Who are we talking about? Not me. Nope. Not me. Not an extra. Extras. No. Rhea Seahorn. Oh, okay. Gotcha. She's an actress. I'm not sure who that is. I would have to look it up. Funk Congress. Are you a spinster? That's an old word. My goodness. No, I'm not a spinster because technically a spinster would be an older woman who never got married and never had a family and children. And I did get married and have a family and have a children. That would be a woman who never married all the way and like died alone, never married, never anything. That's a spinster. So no, I'm not a spinster. Is that term still used? I don't think so. But I know what it means because I'm old enough to know what it means. Um, uh, it's a Wonderful Life, that Christmas movie. When he does the flashback to like if he had died, anyways, and his wife would have been a spinster. Anyways, yeah, no. I don't know if that term is still used. I don't think so. Wolfpack. Wait for a second. Mine was muted, but I switched it over to another live and came back to yours, and it was finding it. Okay, thanks, Wolfpack. Um, John XX, did you watch Better Call Saul? You bet your bottom dollar I did. Oh my gosh. That and its predecessor were some of my favorite like Netflix stuff. I'm behind actually on the newest episodes of Better Call Saul. Um, when they ended a season, like I don't know, a year and a half ago or something. Um, and I haven't caught up with it lately, but I love Breaking Bad too. Great, great stuff, I'll tell you. Jibo, I never heard of a spinster. Yeah, well, that's what it is. It's just a woman that she lived alone and never had a relationship and never had children, never got married, never had a relationship. She just like lived alone, a little spinster life, just like she's spinning her wool or something like that. And she's like doing nothing else with her life. Spencer is kind of setting the message that, yeah, she like basically did nothing with her life except for just get old alone because she was too afraid to get involved and have a relationship and a family and all that. But Funky Congress, I'm old too. Not as old as you, though. That's all right. Most people are not as old as I am. Fun sight, you have so much attraction in you. Thank you. That's very nice. Anthony, Ireland is in the house. Hello, Anthony. Welcome. Welcome. John XX, Rhea Seahorn is Kim Wexler in the show. Oh, I know exactly who that is then. Okay. Thank you for helping me out with that. I can't keep it all straight sometimes. But yes, Kim Wexler, his girlfriend, right? The one that plays his girlfriend who, yeah, she's an attorney also, right? And they get in office together for a while and then, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the attorney woman. Yes, yes, exactly. G-bro, interesting. It's an old term, G-bro. Spencer is an old term. Absolutely. Wolfpack, what's your favorite color? My favorite color? Um, I would just say earth tones, earth colors, natural colors. I don't have a favorite. Maybe blue. Maybe pretty blue or green. Like something having to do with like earth colors, something like that. John XX, I wouldn't call you old. I am old, but thank you. You don't have to call me old. I don't want to actually be called old, but people call me granny, so I'm used to that. Anthony, what part of America are you from? I'm in San Diego, California. John XX, seems like you aged like a fine wine. Well, thank you. That's very nice of you. God bless you, ma'am. Well, thank you very much. I will. Anthony, any Irish ancestry? Yeah, absolutely. I did my DNA testing. Yeah, look at that. Uh, and I know Irish people hate hearing this from Americans, but I did my 23andMe DNA testing, and I am like 70% Irish and 30% English. So I am like all on those islands right there. I mean, I got nothing. I was hoping so much because I was adopted and didn't know my heritage. So when I did the 23andMe testing, I was hoping there would be something interesting, German or something from South America, something interesting there. And it was really just almost entirely Irish. And I am such a white girl. I'm a white girl. My father's last name, my biological father, his last name was Ogwin, O apostrophe Guin, Ogwin. And my biological mother, her last name was Giffen, Giffen. So I'm pretty sure both of those names are pretty Irish. And yeah, so there you go. Do I have any Irish in me? Yeah, I think I do. Blue, that's my favorite color. Yes, California, yes. Bro, thank you. John X6, I love Cali. I love mature women like you. Fun psyched. My age is 27. Well, you're a puppy. I have children your age, but I love your hair. Dragon Master, well, thank you. I actually just cut it. It was longer and I just cut it because it was just a mess. But thank you. I I bleach it. It's not natural. It's darker. But I've been doing this, this color since I was about 21 or 22 years old. So there we go. Um, White and proud. Well, I don't like that implication, but I am proud. I'm a proud American, but I'm not proud just because I'm white. That's just how I was born. I appreciate people of all colors. So be clear on that. I love all people, 100%. Um, what do we got? Matija, are you a mom? Am I a mom? Yes, I am. I have children that are adults. They are grown up and adults. Yes. Anthony, I am Irish, German, English, and other European, 100% European. Yeah, I'm just Irish and English. Bingo from a DNA test. You've at least got a little German happening. I have nothing from like Southern Europe or Eastern Europe. Nothing. It's not that interesting, Anthony. I am 51. Oh, years old. Okay. That's great. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club of Cha because I love my people. I love my age. I love being where I am in life. I love having a lot of junk behind me. So I just have all this wisdom here that I carry forth with me, you know? So 51, that's great. G-Bro, thank you. Double tap that screen. Thank you, G-Bro. You're so sweet. Vunsect. So what may men's like my age like mature women? Yeah, sure. I'm sure there are men of all ages that like women of my age, you know? Uh, Cavender, hi. Hello, Cavender. John XX, I would like to talk with you about life and everything in a cozy cafe. That would be awesome. Well, thank you. That's a nice invitation. Cavender, exactly. There should not be any exceptionalism. Oopsie. Anthony, I have children grown up children, like adult children. Yeah, me too. Adult children. John XX. No, I mean we should be proud about who we are. I didn't mean that. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm proud of just myself as an individual, just as a human being, because I think I've done, you know, I've grown up all right, and I did okay raising my children, and I'm proud of that. I'm not a braggart. I'm really I prefer to be a little more humble about things. Um, but anyway, I'm not going to go down that rabbit. That's a rabbit hole right there. Cavender, I'm 37. Good for you. You are like at a beautiful point in life, a very juicy point in life where you still have so much ahead of you and you still haven't figured it all out, right? Matiha, do you have a husband? No. Vincent, tell me your Instagram ID or your Facebook ID. I want to connect with you. Spell your name, please. My name is Cha, but I don't have an Instagram and I do not have a Facebook. The only social media I do right now is this, right here. This, this, this. This is it. I gave all of that up. I canceled all of my accounts for everything. So I don't exist on those platforms. So, Anthony, are you single? Yes. G-Bro, so much wisdom from Chacha. Oh, I need to shut up then, don't I, G-Bro? Oh, no, I don't want to be. I have no wisdom. I have no... I've got no wisdom. I have wisdom just for me, just that I've gotten through a bunch of shite in my life, and that I'm still here, and above ground. That's what I'm proud of. You know, it's not the wisdom of the ages. It's not like I can say to people, this is the way you should live your life or anything like that. Oh, heck no. There's no way. There's just no way I am that. Chibo, you're killing me. You're killing me. That's so funny. Cracking me up. Joe, 5068 from Massachusetts in the house. What do we got? John XX. I'm Turkish, half American. Interesting. I met maybe 3 weeks ago. I was walking down by the bay and I had passed this man. I was walking on the path and then down by the water, and I had passed this man several times. And then we kind of wound up walking at around the same place, and we wound up talking, and he was Turkish. And I think he was the first person I'd ever met that was 100% Turkish. And he had been living in Maine, the state of Maine in the United States for, I don't know, 4 or 6 months. And then he just moved to California, to San Diego. And he was going to live here, I think, for 1 year. And then he was going to go on to wherever he's traveling around. And it was very interesting. So you're the second Turkish person that has sort of crossed my path in the last month, or like my whole life. I have not really interacted with Turkish people. The internet is a trip though, isn't it, man? I tell you, I've been waiting to do, okay, Wolfpack, I've been wanting to do my ancestry for a while, but I'm broke. My granny on my mom's side said we have Cherokee and Indian, and great granny on my father's side said we're Blackfoot Indian and Irish. Interesting that you say Blackfoot Indian and Irish. Okay, so I mentioned that I have all this Irish in me, right? My kid's dad is got a bunch of Blackfoot Indian in him, and because his grandmother was a half, she looked Indian. She was like a half or a quarter, and so my children have Blackfoot Indian, and then me, like a lot of Irish. So interesting. We cross, right? And my son, we gave him an Indian name. I can tell you what it is, but it's an interesting name. Never heard it before. Or German. Okay, Cavender, there is not much difference between cockroach and a human being. Well, I think there's quite a difference, but action rescue respectively. Okay, G-Bro, good for you. Facebook is horrible. Oh, it became really toxic. I mean, I got on Facebook back in when it first started. You know, back when it would list how many people, how many friends you have. And I've got 6 friends, I've got 8 friends, I've got 14 friends, I've got, you know, I was there from the very beginning. And at first it was really, really fun because I got in touch with all these people that I hadn't talked to since like high school. And then everyone comes in, and first it's really exciting and fun, and it was great. up until like 2011 or 10 or something. And then people started getting all catty and toxic and nasty. And so I remember getting off of it in like 2010 or 11 for a couple of years. You can deactivate your account where it kind of goes dark, but it still exists, right? And I went and I deleted everything off of there, and I was just like, oh, I can't do this. And then a few years later, I thought, oh, I'll go back on. We'll check it out. I would do it again. And after a little while, I'm like, oh, heck no, this is just makes me feel horrible as a human being. And so I still have my account, but it's deactivated, which means you can't find it. It's like hidden, and I have no desire to go back on it. I'm just not. It doesn't make me feel good about myself. It makes me feel horrible about myself, and it makes me feel sad for the people that spend tons and tons of money or time on there, just scrolling and posting, like, I don't know, nonsense or perfect pictures of themselves. These airbrushed pictures, or I'm sure I've heard that nowadays you can put a picture into AI and make it look like and I'm 60. So all my people that I went to school with were about that age range, right? A couple years before or above. And so people, I guess, now are taking like a picture of themselves and putting it into AI and having them make them look like they're 30 years old. It's like, what is going on with this? It's just madness. It's absolute mad. I don't, and people are just mean and whatever. Joe 506A, Cape Cod is beautiful. You should visit. I would love to go to Cape Cod. I've never been there. John XX, keep smiling. You're so cute when you smile. Thank you. Thank you. Anthony, so you're saying I have a chance. Yeah, single. Oh, single. Well, yeah, everyone has a chance. Don't we all have a chance? I hope we all still have a chance with everything that we want in life. Vunsek, tell me why I'm seeing such attraction in you. Also, tell me the best age to get married for a healthy relationship. Oh, gosh, I don't think there's any one right age for somebody to get married. I think when you find somebody that I'm not one to give advice. Don't ask me for advice. I'm divorced, so I'm probably the wrong person. But I would say wait until you find somebody that you feel a really good connection with and get a bunch of counseling before you get married. There you go. And maybe write a little contract out before you get married. Like, I agree to be kind to you if you agree to be kind to me. And but I'm not going to give any advice. There we go. Oh, really? So I'm the second Turkish person you've met. Well, I haven't actually met you. But yes, technically, you are the second Turkish person that I've talked with that I can recall, anyways. The first person was in person, walking outside, and then you. So, yeah, there you go. There we go. Mark McPullen, you lovely, but be safe. Okay, thank you. I will be safe. And John XX, you should visit Istanbul. Oh, really? You will love it. I will take that into consideration. Is that where you live? The threat wrestling. Hello. John Doe. I love German women. Oh, well, good for you. There are lots of German women out there. Threat wrestling. How are you, Queen? Well, I'm doing fine, thank you. We're having an interesting conversation. Anthony, do you think love comes around a second time? Well, I sure as hell hope so. That's all I can say. Gee, bro, exactly right about Facebook. Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan at all. Mark McPullen, Eminem, Northern Irish, please be safe. Northern Irish, yeah. Well, we were talking about like my genetics. I got a lot of Irish in me, so Thank you. And Anthony that's in here, he's from Ireland also. I love my Irish in the house. That's right. Let's call it, we got Irish in the house. That's right. Um, Cavender, I meant not different in the sense both are biological organism produced by evolution and driven to procreate. I mean like cockroaches and human. Yeah, well, all animals are driven to procreate. Um, Wolfpack, my granny on my mom's side said that my fourth or fifth generation grandpa was a Cherokee chief. So I have a question about that. Would that make me like a princess or something kind of like Pocahontas kind of? I really don't know. I don't I don't know. I think you would need to go to the tribes and talk to them about it. They'll give you a lot of good information. Gibro, I have it just to sell stuff as my side hustle. Okay, 9% of Facebook is also fake or not legit. I believe that. I believe that. Absolutely. But I understand that like the marketplace is really useful for people who like flip products. And so I totally understand that. Um, so it's useful. But it's the people who just like scroll the social end of it and like type out mean things. That's P. Meyer, bro, you're basically rotten. Well, I don't know who you're talking to, but I think you're wrong. No filter, boss. Are you divorced? Well, I'm not divorced itself, but I am divorced, yes. The threat wrestling is age important for you. Well, important for me in what? No, age is not important. I'm not, oh, like in dating, yeah, I mean, to an extent, but Anthony, will you ever meet someone else? Well, only the universe knows the answer to that question. Mudas. Okay, Mudasir. Mudasir Habib. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Good morning. Welcome. Hope you're fine. Thank you. I hope you're fine too. Good morning. Rico, me. Well, hello, me. Hello, Rico. Mudasir, you look very serious. Oopsie. I look very serious. Do I look serious? Ah! I'm serious. I'm not that serious. I'm really not. That was a joke. Those glasses are dope. Well, I wear them because if I put them up or take them off, I can't read anything. It's all just a blur. But thank you. They help me see. Rick, thank you. Appreciate that. Mudasir, please be happy always. Thank you very much. I hope you're happy also. Rico Rodriguez, hello, dear. How are you? I'm fine. Thank you. How are you? Cavender, marriage is dying as an institution. It's generation two. It will disappear. It was built early on the exploitation of women, and lately the false notion around. Yeah, I I know a lot of people are not getting married anymore, and they're not having children. A lot of things are changed. The world is not what it was when I was young. The world is a completely different place. The internet and social media has changed everything, the landscape of everything. The world looks nothing like it was or felt or so completely different. I'm lucky that I've sort of adapted, but it is very different. So yeah, I think marriage is dying. I agree with you. I think people are losing faith in it. And I think that's a deep, deep rabbit hole that I don't think I can get into right now, but I agree. Mudasir, life is a gift. Enjoy it, but with care. Thank you very much. I will. Rico, you still got those pots for sale. I don't know. I got nothing for sale. Mudasir, you're so nice and very lovely. Thank you. Wish you happy always and good health. Thank you very much. I wish you that you're happy and you have good health as well. Rick, next. Okay. Mudasir, your name and you from. My name is ChaCha, and I live in San Diego in California, the United States of America. Ronald in, I'm from Kurdistan. I subscribed to the channel and liked it. Thank you. Thank you very much. We've got Kurdistan in the house. Is that Eastern Europe? I hope you guys are safe right now, that's for sure. But thank you. It's nice to have you here. Welcome. Game time watching all the way from Trinidad, Spain. Oh, in the Caribbean. Game time. Well, Trinidad in the Caribbean is in the house. Number 18. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Mudasir, really, you are so nice and very lovely. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Threat Wrestling, you seem to be a great woman, also gorgeous. Thank you very much. Anthony, you seem like lots of fun, beautiful. Thank you. You guys are getting very nice. Your husband is a very lucky person. Mudasir. I have no husband. I have a ex-husband. I like you, nice friend. Well, I like you too. Welcome here. Matthew Wiley, I don't know if I need sage. I feel fire at my feet. I feel haunted inside. It's been years. It won't let me go. Follows me everywhere. Call my name. It affected my dreams. Wow, that's heavy. You probably need to get a little help with that. Don't know what to tell you. Take a bath. Wash it off. Wash off the bad spirit. Mudasir, hope you like it too. I do, thank you. Cavendish, in marriage, both the partners feel like they got a bad deal. Strangely, sometimes, yes, that's true. Mudasir, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. It's between Turkey and, oopsie, and Kurdistan. Okay, here we go. Okay, how many people on the internet have their, I've got my US map, and on the back of it, so I can look for it. Okay, there's Turkey, and I see Syria, and I see Georgia, and I see Egypt and Saudi Arabia. I would need to get a better, I will look though, because I do have my map. And when I talk to people on here and they're from different parts of the world, I will look. If I don't know automatically, I will look it up. So I'll look more a little bit later when I can get a better magnifying glass, because I didn't spot it right away. But thank you for telling me. I appreciate it. Mudasir, very sweet name. Cavendish, they claim descent from Salahudin. Nice to meet you, though, Cha-Cha. Mr. Bradbury, nice to meet you, too. Nice to meet you. Sorry, Cha-Cha, do you have any Indian tribes in you, Cha-Cha? I do not. I do not. My children do, because their father did. They had Blackfoot. I think I mentioned that earlier. You said you have some Blackfoot. I am only, from my DNA testing on 23andMe, I only have Irish and English, like 99.5% Irish and English, and that's it. It's really boring. I was hoping when I got the DNA testing that it would be more interesting than that, but it was not. So it wasn't very interesting. Cha-cha-gacha. Oh, little rhyme there, isn't it? That's right. So cha-cha-gacha. Cavendish, it's not a country. Oh, okay. Kurdistan is not a country. Okay. It's catchy, cha-cha-gacha. I love it. It is catchy. I gotta go, cha-cha. See you later, everyone. Gee, bro, thank you so much. I'm about to split, too. Thank you so much for coming in and visiting and hanging out. I hope you have a great night. Bye, G, bro. Cavendish 100, what is your opinion on Trump and his war? I am not going to talk about politics. I am not in favor of the war. I will say that. It's bad. But I'm not going to get into a big political discussion because that's a bummer. It makes it's so sad. It's awful. Kill you as. You remind me of this lady I used to work with, Hillary. She was cool as hell. Yeah. Older women are always cool. I wish she was younger. Yeah, we older women, the thing is, we've been through so much. I tell you, we've been through so much. By G Bro. Um, that's the thing. We are chill because we've been through so much. Plus, we grew up in a different time. I grew up in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s, and life was just different then. It was just chill. It was chill. Gotcha. Oh, Chacha. Well, it's still cool. Wolfpack. Yes, thank you. Yes, I think it's cool. John Doe, it's getting a little PG-13. Well, yeah. Yeah. This isn't like, I don't know what you're looking for, but probably isn't, I don't know, whatever, Cavender, who the fuck wants to hear about politics? Those are the lamest people ever. Thanks so much for your time. It is here. Thank you. Hope see you again with best wishes. Thank you, Mudasir. Really, I will not forget you as a nice friend. Well, thank you. You can always subscribe and come back because I have been starting to do lives like a couple of times a week. John Doe, yeah. Eat, baby. Yeah, okay. All right. It's all good. Kill us. Life in Trinidad is super chill. I live in Florida, but my family is from there. Interesting. Cavender, I grew up in the 2000s. Life is so different for even me now. Yeah, right? Life has just changed 100%. It's not every year that goes by. And then going through the pandemic, I mean, the world in 2019 was different than it was in 2022. It was like, everyone orders everything in now. And in 2019, that was not the case. Before that pandemic happened, it was not the case that everyone did DoorDash and Uber Eats and Postmates. I don't even know if Postmates even exists anymore. But people didn't order so much. I mean, Amazon blew up even bigger than it all. Anyways, life keeps changing. That's the way it is. That just changed. Do you shampoo your eyebrows? No, I do not. Truth. But Mudasir, thanks. Okay, Cavender, I'm in politics actually. That makes me lame. No, not at all. I hope you have a good job. Hey, some people, it's fascinating. It's fascinating. So just Kahlua, Postmates is only useful for alcohol. Yeah, I've never ordered through any of those services. Don't know how to go from your channel because you are different. Oh, well, thank you. Am I different? I'm probably different than a lot of the people on on the YouTubes, on the lives. I don't know. I just am what I am. Should we call it Cavender? I misguide people. Why? Why the heck do you misguide people? What the heck? Why does anyone do that? Misguide people on purpose? Like you mislead them on purpose? That's kind of a screwed up thing to do, isn't it? Because I am different. I misguide people. Bye, nice friend. Mudasir. Bye. Have a great evening. I hope you guys all have. Should we keep talking? Should we keep talking about all the stuff we've been talking about? Is there more to talk about? Yikes, who would willingly go into politics? Look what happened to that podcast. You know what? I'm not going to go about politics. Mudasir, bye. Bye. There we go. Bye. All the little happy hands going. We're not going to do politics. What do you like to do? I like to do all kinds of things. I I live in San Diego, California, and so I love to go outside. And there's so many things to do here. My shorts are filled with all the places I like to go. I like to go anywhere where there's water, like the ocean or lakes or reservoirs or places to hike or take long walks. and the bays, and I take pictures and I take videos, and I love doing like I love being outdoors. And luckily, where I live, we have we have really temperate weather all year round. So it's easy to get outside all year round. I mean, today it's March 9th, and I think it was 65 to 68 degrees, really warm. And if you're in the sun, that sun is beating down on you, which makes you feel like way warmer than that. So it's actually perfect. Usually I live closer to the coast, but if you go inland, and say I was inland a little bit, probably like 20 minutes inland. So it was like, it was hot. It was hot, but I was at a lake, so there's a little breeze, there's the birds. So I like doing that kind of stuff. Yep, that's what I like to do. Uh, Chris Mendez. Hey, helpful. How are you? Where are you from? I am from. I love your hair. Thank you very much. I am in San Diego, California, Cavender, because there's a genetic strain in humans might to be misguided, result of thousands of years of misguide. Yeah, well, there probably is. Chris Mendez. Oh, hey, beautiful, I meant. Okay. Okay. Tampa Bay, marry me. Well, that's nice. Thank you. There's no question mark though, so it's just marry me, marry me, marry me, marry me, marry me, marry me. I don't know. User, can you still go all night? Like in what way? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Are you kidding? Older you get, the better you get. Yeah, absolutely. 100% all night. That's easy. Easy peasy, my friend. The Threat Wrestling, that's cool. Wolfpack, Tampa Bay 2020. That's what just straightforward. Wolfpack. You're cracking me up, right? I know. I know. That person's already gone, though. I'm sure they just go in and they type something and they go off. So that's funny, though. Oh, Wolfpack, you're cracking me up. I'm straight up laughing me too. I mean, I see stuff and I'm like, what? Come on now. Well, but that's what people do. That's kind of what the fun of this is, right? That's kind of what the fun of me being here and like just chatting with you guys. Even if I'm not able to go out to the bay and do a stream from the bay, if I have to do it from my home because I'm kind of stranded here, it's like it's so much fun because the crazy people that come in and the crazy things they say, right? Cavender, I mean, do they know what a mess marriage is? Well, you know, you're biased, I guess. I mean, marriage can be, I guess it can be fine for some people. It's exactly what they want. I am not an expert in it, and I will never give anyone advice on it. But for some people, from what I witness, it works really well for them. For other people, it doesn't work. So it can be a mess. But for other people, it works really well. So, no judgment from me. People got to do what they got to do. Um, Luke Riot, why are you stranded? Oh, I don't mean I'm literally stranded. I was going to do a live stream out at the bay, and I couldn't figure out a way to get my phone on the stand to do it outdoors. It wasn't stranded like I'm not stranded. I have a car and I can go somewhere. I wanted to do a live stream and I couldn't feasibly do it today with the equipment that I have. So that was the stranded part. I'm not literally stranded, but thank you. Cavender, changing diapers, getting groceries, balancing account. Well, that's life. I mean, toughen up, Buttercup. If you're going to have children, that's life. I mean, uh, Ludite, have you ever been married? Yes, I was married. I was married and I have children. They are adults now. Wolfpack, yes, she's been married. Thank you, Wolfpack. Yes, I have been married. Ludite, if no, do you want to? If yes, what happened? Didn't work out. Um, yeah, do I want to? I don't know if I would get married again. I might, but time will tell. I can't see into the future, but yeah, it just didn't work out. Sometimes it's better for me. It was better for us to be apart and still love each other and still be able to be good parents to our children, rather than us staying together and being horribly unhappy and maybe hating each other, and that equals not being good parents. So for us, it was better for us to not be married anymore. That's all. Cavender is a mess for at least someone as spontaneous as asking first streamer they land on. Yeah, probably. Luke Wright, gotcha. I don't know if I'm explaining myself right, but Soko, when we get married, we're going to have a Harry Potter wedding. No, 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 no. We would not have a Harry Potter wedding. No, Harry Potter is what my children were reading when they were in elementary school. So no, no. But as a non-proposal, I'm gonna say a non-yes on that. Wolfpack, I have so many questions about Harry Potter. Never seen it. I haven't either. I haven't seen it. I know, I know. Have Fabicary. Hi, how you doing? My name is Fax. Well, hello, Fax. Welcome. How are you? We are just chatting about all kinds of things, and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to hang around for a while. I've been here for quite a while, just chatting with the Chad, the greatest Chad ever, and it's been really fun. We've covered a lot of territory, haven't we? Wolfpack, I think you've been here the longest. I think you kind of have. Um, Luke Wright, what is your favorite book? My favorite book? That's really hard. We talked about books earlier, like an hour ago. I don't know if I have a favorite book. I go through phases. Throughout my life, I've gone through phases of things I like to read. Right now, I'm probably doing more, and this is like two very different things. I'm reading a lot of astrology, which is like sort of my woohoo side. And then I'm reading a lot of, somebody just loaned me this. And it's about, it's huge and it's heavy. It's, um, it's about Medal of Honor winners in the United States, and it's full of stories and the medal they won and the story behind why they won the medal. So it's nonfiction. So right now I'm going through this nonfiction and then balance that out with astrology for my sort of kooky wooky side. So, yeah. Historical books, yeah, I don't know so much historical books, Wolfpack, but nonfiction right now, kind of nonfiction. Facts, I'm good, just happy to see you guys. Well, good to see you too. Epic handle name, ChaChaRobinson, what a fun name. Thank you, epic handle name. You've got an epic handle name. Cavender, mine, War and Peace. Holy cow, you read War and Peace. I've seen the book War and Peace, and it's like this thick. I think it's like, what, 600 or 700, 800 pages or something. So cool. There's something wrong with my phone. It doesn't have your number in it. Oh, you're so funny. That's okay. All right. The best come on lines that we've ever heard, right? That's a good topic. Oh my gosh. I have had some pretty horrible come on lines in my life. Luke Wright, that's got to be a tough read. Those men risked a lot. That's awesome. Yeah, you know what? This one, this is what you're talking about. Right. Um, I have already read through like two of them because they are about 3 pages, 4 pages long, and they have photographs. It's pretty awesome. It's a pretty awesome book. And it's a heavy read. I read one story and I was like in tears. I read a second story and I just randomly opened the book up, right? And I read another story. And again, I was just in tears and I had to close it because, yes, very Luke Wright, just what you're saying. Tough read. Yeah, it'll be something that I will sort of, it'll take time, a little bit here, a story there, like one person, maybe a day or every other day, because it's some heavy stuff. It's really heavy stuff. You don't win the Medals of Honor unless you've done something that has absolutely changed the course of other people's lives and your own, and all kinds of things. So yeah. Facts. I always love to have conversation with you. Do you have IG or WhatsApp? I do not. I do not. I am only here on this location on YouTube. I am not a huge fan of a lot of the social media platforms. So I am here. You can follow me here. And I've been trying to do, I just started doing live streams. Been trying to do 2 or 3 a week at different times. I have read it 3 times. Read which one? Connor Kirby said hello, hello. Cameron, you read what 3 times? Wolfpack, that might have to be the best pickup line I've ever heard. I know, right? People are crazy. The things that people say. Something wrong with my phone. Facts. Okay, I understand. Nadim, I'm back. Hi, Nadim. Welcome back, my friend. So cool. What state are you in? I am in San Diego, California. War and Peace. You've read it 3 times? Cavender. Holy moly. What state am I in? San Diego, California. Did I just say that? This is why I think I maybe been doing this too long tonight. I'm starting to lose track of my thoughts. I know I've said that a bunch of times today. So, Luke Wright, what are your thoughts on Jesus? Well, this channel, I do not talk about politics or religion. So, I just leave that out. Those are some pretty deep rabbit holes. And so I just leave that out of this channel just to keep it, happy for everyone. I think everyone has their own opinion and I believe everyone has their own, is entitled to have their own opinion on politics and on religion. And I don't ever want to come off as preachy or telling anyone else what they should or shouldn't be doing. Other than how I eat, I've been eating keto. Have you ever heard of keto? There's a segue, change the subject. I've been eating keto since last July, which is taking out almost all your carbs and pretty much all your sugar out of your diet. I did break it a little bit during the holidays, but yeah. Yeah, respect. Yeah, just keep it simple here. I just want this to be fun and simple. What's my daily life like? Well, I work like most people. I work. And I'm just started doing this about 5 months ago, just for fun. Just for fun. I post a lot of shorts. The stuff people scroll through. I post a lot of shorts that are just nature scenes, and I put rock and roll on it just because it's fun, and I dig it, and I get a kick out of it. So that's my daily life. Sabi Kona. Do you mog? I don't know what that is. Cavender are two of the most important topics, politics and religion. Yes, but not for this channel. You know, there are a lot of channels that love to talk about those topics, but not. This is more just light. I want to keep this light. I'm doing this because it's relaxing for me and it's kind of fun for me. And if it turns into something that's like stressful and argumentative and combative, I won't be happy and I won't want to do it. And I won't do it straight up. So I'm just here to talk. There's so many other topics in the world. So, yes, they are important topics, but they aren't here. Not here. Somewhere else. Nadim. Exactly. Just fun and happy, everyone. Exactly. I just want to chill. I'm an atheist and I'm offended. Well, if you're an atheist, you should not be offended, quite honestly. That's the opposite of being an atheist. The threat wrestling. I had some hobbies, but moved to Cleveland, Ohio for professional opportunity. I missed the beach life. I enjoy it on vacation. Oh, where did you live at the beach? Threat wrestling. The threat wrestling. Where did you live at the beach? Did you live in like Florida or Texas or California somewhere or on the East Coast, maybe one of the Carolinas or where did you live? I'm curious. Reference Christopher Hitchens. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't know what that is. What is the healthiest smoothie you've had but tastes like sin? Probably an acai bowl, which is spelled ACAI bowl, and it's it's really healthy. It's got strawberries and blueberries and blackberries and this blended fruit smoothie thing in it. And it's so good. You can get it with like carob chips or chocolate chips if you want. You can get coconut on it if you want. But it's a sort of a smoothie. Um, but it's sinful. It's really, really good. So there you go, Wolfpack. That's that. So cool. Have you ever wondered if you have bought milk from the same cow twice? um, no, I have never wondered that, but that's an interesting thought. No, I've never thought of that. The threat wrestling, I grew up in Puerto Rico. Oh, right on. That's super cool. So we were talking earlier. Do you also speak Spanish? Thank you for the hearts. Um, we were talking earlier about people who are multilingual. And who was it that was here that speaks 6 languages? Nadim, was that you? I think it was Nadim. And you speak Spanish, right? Okay, I grew up in the Himalayas, 3,000. Whoa, at 3,000 meters. So you're really good at altitude. 4748, subscribed. Thank you. It was interesting enough that he thought, oh, he or she, 4748. That's hard to tell if you're a female or male, and it really doesn't matter. But Nadim, I'm a mom. Okay, okay. Are you the person that said that you speak 6 languages? I ran straight up while going to Everest Base Camp. Ooh. You know what? Mount Everest, I think right now is kind of become a horrible place, hasn't it? I mean, 47, 48, all men here. Okay. Hard to tell by just the numbers. I could add them up and divide them and do all that, but I still don't, you know, all man here. All right, great. Thank you. I hope I remember that, but thank you. Cavender, ha ha ha, that's right. Nadim, uh, it is crowded. All you see is back to sea. Yeah, I see Mount Everest. And I've looked at a lot of stuff on YouTube about Mount Everest, starting back in like the early 90s up to current day. So that's 10, 20, like 35 years. And it just, it looks like it's just been kind of ruined. And too many people are doing it for like an Instagram picture or something like that. And people are dying, and, you can't bring a body back down if people die up there. It's just like, they're just pushing people off the ledges and stuff. It's horrible. I mean, I don't I don't know why people would do that. And I was a backpacker when I was younger. Just to change the subject one more time, I was a backpacker when I was younger, and when I was, how old was I? 18, I might have been 17. I did most of the John Muir Trail in California. I did 214 miles from Tuolumne Meadows in Yosemite up to the top of Mount Whitney. And Mount Whitney is the highest point in the continental USA. I was 18, I think. It was either 17 or 18 years old. I couldn't do anything like that at all right now. But so I respect backpacking hugely. But I think what's going on at Mount Everest isn't for the reasons that I did backpacking back in those days. I did it to be out in nature and to conquer things within myself and to just look at the stars at night. And, you know, it was a huge bonding experience with the people that I backpacked with, and a learning experience about my own capabilities as a young person that was coming into adulthood, and like, what can I push my body to do? And I really had to push my body a lot, a lot, a lot. And what people are doing up there, they're taking oxygen and they're taking all this stuff, and people keep dying. It's like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? To say you did it. Now everybody can say, no, there's lines of people. No, sorry. I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah, all you see is backs of other people. Unfortunately, the beachy regions are overpriced and salaries don't keep up well. Oh, wait. What did I miss here? Well, I don't know about that. Okay. Yeah, well, the beachy regions are true. True that. Where I live is, I live walking distance to the beach. Not close, but, I'm probably not even a half a mile to the beach. And yes, it's expensive. And that's why I live in this is a little dinky apartment. That's the kitchen, as you can see. The door is put on backwards. You see, I have to open it away from the wall. That's the kind of quality I get here. And then I've got a bedroom and I've got a bathroom over there. And a little closet. It's overpriced. But you know what? I've lived here for so long. I love it. It's all I know, and it's what I do. You know, it's who I am. Very commercial. Yes, it's mostly about bragging rights. Yeah, Everest. Yeah, for sure. I think it's not what it was 30 years ago or 20 years ago. Mark McPullen, you lovely dear, love you. Thank you. Sokol, God bless America, best, strongest country on earth. Well, thank you. Thank you. Making some bad choices at the moment, our leader, but it is a great country, yes. Cavender, feel a missing out. Yeah, I think that's it. It's like people want to be able to say they did it. But, when they go up there and their partner that they went up there with winds up dying, you know, that's a great memory, isn't it? No, can't think about that anymore. Everything is pricey now. Wild safaris, treks, cycles, Masamari is costing 5,000 US dollars for 9-10 days. I haven't been traveling since before the pandemic at all. Yeah. Wolfpack, do I believe in ghosts and spirits? That's a really interesting question. That's a really interesting question. Um, I don't not believe in them. I absolutely 100% believe in spirits. Ghosts, maybe. I have never myself seen a ghost, but I don't believe they don't exist. I've just never seen one. So maybe they exist. I do believe in spirits, and I believe in spiritual energy. So um, there's that. That's very layered and very complicated, when you're talking about like spirits and stuff. Yeah, I do believe that potentially all this stuff believes. Mark Mapullen, you okay? Bob Turp, this lady looks like Trump if he was a woman. Well, that's a comment, isn't it? Mark Mapullen, the best, you so gentle. Well, thank you. Cavender at Boburp. Oh, Bob Turp. Yeah, do I look like Trump? Really? Really? Is this that? That's kind of a weird thing to say. Um, Circle, if you decide to date a guy, what's the youngest age you can date? Who? Me? Um, I think it depends more on the person than the age. I don't look at people just for their age, but I'm probably not going to be dating somebody like I don't know. People that are too close to my children's age, that would feel very creepy to me. I need somebody sort of in my age range. So, but I'm not necessarily looking. Um, Cavender, that's an anti-pickup line, I guess. You look just like the female Trump. Yeah, that's absolutely 100%. Oh, that's funny, Cavender. Yes, you look like female Trump. What the heck, man? Oh, God, that's funny. Lofo, no, somebody just being mean. Yeah, I think you're right. That's just weird. My feelings are not hurt at all. Davis Watcher, hey, how are ya? Cavender, like all Chinese look like Bruce Lee. Oh, stop, don't say stuff like that. Bruce Watcher, 100 plus or less, don't know what that means. Wolfpack eyes, yes, I've had some weird ghost encounters growing up. Did you really? So I was literally asking to see if I was going crazy. You know what? I I don't know or not know if that's real, and so I can't say whether I don't disbelieve in it. I've just never personally had an encounter. So Nadim is cracking up. Nadim is laughing. Like, this is just getting out of control. What are people saying? Ghosts, spirits, a female Trump. What's going on? Kobion, hi from Italy. Oh, Italy's in the house. Hello, Italy. Welcome. I'm doing just fine. Thank you. Thank you. Mark McPullen. No, sorry, from Northern Ireland. You so gentle. Well, that's wonderful. We've had a couple people tonight from Ireland. And when I had my DNA test from 23andMe, no plug to them because they are off the rails, but it came up that I'm like predominantly Irish. And I know Irish people hate hearing Americans say that, but I'm like 80% Irish and 20% English, or 70 and 30 or something like that. That's all I am, though. The two little islands. I'm the two islands. I don't even have any. Anyways, yeah, it's kind of wackadoodle. Nemo, hello all. Hello. Soko, where did you get that from? That sweet smile. Well, probably. I don't know, my parents. And brush your teeth. Go see your dentist. Probably from my dentist, right? Kobion. Mark, what time is it there? 2:40 a.m. Oh, in Ireland, I would guess they're like, what, 8 hours ahead? Yeah, I think you're probably right, Sokol. Or wait, Cobian. Is it Coblon or Cobian? Um, I would think you're about right, Cobian. For Mark in Ireland, I think they're about 8 hours above ahead of me, and it's 7:41 here, so that would be like 5, 6, 7, 2:30 or 3:30, 40. Yeah. Nemo 10:40. Oh, 10:49 New York City. Yeah, you're 3 hours ahead of me. I'm in California, Nemo. So you're 3 hours uh, ahead of me. Yeah, for sure. Kobion, by the way, what is the topic of thought? The topic has gone all over the board. We have been zigging and zagging and zigging and zagging. We have talked about everything from keg beer party. I did not even expect to be on. I have already been on here for like 2.5 hours. My throat's getting dry. Let me have a drink. We have talked about everything from traveling around the world in different languages, and I just got told that I looked like a female Trump. That was probably like the weirdest thing of the night. But yeah, so I don't think we really have a topic. We're kind of just going wherever it goes. I have a story if you and the other people would like to hear. It's crazy and kind of funny to me. I wish I had a phone. You know, one of these days, well, I have another phone, my old phone, but it's not hooked up anymore, right? I I use this for other things, to just record things. Um, but I wish I had a phone where people could call in and we could like have conversations. I gotta figure out how to do that. Would you guys like that? Would you think that was fun? I think that would be really fun. I don't want it to be one of those things where people are like yelling at each other or anything like that, but just to have like interesting conversations, like the thing about the ghosts, right? We don't really have a topic. No, sorry, Kobion. I mean, you can tell the story if you want, Wolfpack. Milan, it's 3:41. Oh goodness, you're up late. You like to be up at nighttime. Nemo, I am in San Diego, which is in Southern California. I'm about 20 minutes from the Mexico border. I live sort of in central San Diego, between like downtown and SeaWorld, near Mission Bay. So, Southern California, yep. So cool. Can you still backflip into the splits? I hope you're not talking to me. That's a hot no. Cavender, 8:12 a.m. here, right? Mark McPullen, you Northern Ireland, we strong, we strong, you so gentle. Lord bless you. Well, thank you, Mark. We were just wondering what time is it, Mark, where you are? Because you're in Northern Ireland. We think it's late at night for you. Or, yeah, or early in the morning. Well, Kobion, we never know where he's coming from. So he may be doing his best. I'm going to assume he's doing his best. I'm awake because tomorrow morning I'm free. You're free. No work. No trabajo. No work. I have work. Wolfpack. And for the record, you don't look like Trump. You're really familiar. Thank you. I didn't take that personally at all. I thought it was weird, and it was just a troll being a troll. But it was pretty funny. Kind of a weird comment, right? Kind of a weird comment. That's all right. That's all right. I know I don't look like Trump. If I did look like Trump, I could probably get some gigs, you know, like pretending to be him and go to parties and be like, ah, and no politics, no politics. No, bajaja, trabajo in Spanish, Italian is lavoro. Oh, okay. Lavoro. Oh, like labor, right? So cobian. So in Italian, lavoro. I don't know if I'm saying that. Lavoro, like labor, right? Trabajo is Espanol, like Spanish, like Mexican Spanish, not Spain Spanish, which is different than Mexican Spanish, which is also different than Latin American Spanish. They're all kind of different, right? Which is, of course, different than Italian. But I think they're all Romance languages, right? So they're sort of all connected. It's all close. Mark, 255, but be gentle and as beautiful you are, like her blessed. 255 in Ireland. Northern Ireland, says Mark. Thank you, Mark, for clearing that up. Cobian, yep. Cavender, Trump was handsome young man. Actually, well, Cobian, Latin origins, a lot of English words have Latin origins. Right, right. They have the sort of the core of the word. That's why the lavoro, I think that comes from like labor, right? Love, L-A-V is kind of like L-A-B, labor. Labor in English means work, labor. So lavoro, I think it's probably similar. I can understand Spanish languages because it's similar in Italy. There are 30 regional languages. We call them dialects, yes. And a lot of them are similar to Spanish and French. I bet you can understand a lot. A lot. That's awesome. Well, and you speak more than one language. Kobian, how many languages do you speak? Wolfpack, in the story, I was a little girl and I was pulling an all-nighter, and my iPhone 6 Siri started talking on its own. I tried to go to sleep after that, but I heard stomping in the kitchen. That is a bit scary. I'm sorry to hear that, Wolfpack. That's pretty scary. Cobian, those languages are sisters of Italian, not daughters. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. They don't come down from it. They're side to side, right? Yeah, because they aren't Italian. Italian is different than like Spanish languages. But the various Spanish speaking languages are different in themselves. I think they're all sisters also, right? Mark McPullen, good night. Don't let bed bugs bite. You live it. Good night, Mark. Have a good night. I hope you sleep well. It's late for you. And I hope I see you another time. It was nice to have you here with us tonight. Good night. Cobian, my regional language, Sicilian, my grandparents. Oh, Sicily, really? Italian, my main language. English and Spanish a bit, but I'm learning French. Very good. Wow. Okay, so we got Sicilian, we got English, Spanish, and French. So you're at like 4 languages. Very impressive. Stevens, England in the house. Hello, England in the house. You're the first England in the house tonight, and we have been live for almost 3 hours. Oh my gosh, I'm drying up. England in the house. Right on. What's the topic? Well, Stephen, we have been all over the board tonight. We have been talking about everything from ghosts to margaritas to keg beer parties to, oh, somebody called me a female Trump. We have been all over the board. We have been talking about everything. So anything you want to add in, I am just zigging and zagging and zigging and zagging and going with whatever the chat is kind of flowing with and wanting to hear. And we have had people from all over the world. We've talked about languages and all the different languages that people speak. We've talked about Mount Everest. We have talked about all kinds of things. I lived in a haunted house. There you go, Stevens. That's what I'm talking about. You're bringing something in. Wolfpack, just told us a story about, okay, wait, here's another one. Happened like 4 times the night before I checked in again, and it started running at me, and I ran into my mom's room at 3 a.m. and woke her up yelling, "There's somebody in the kitchen." She scolded me. Oh, okay. That's a thing. But I don't know. Ghosts, that's some scary stuff, you guys. And Stephen says he lived in a haunted house. Kobian, Italian born from Tuscany, languages from literature. In fact, a lot of Italian American sounds like Sicilian, Napoleon, etc. Speakers not Italian. I think Italian is a very sexy language. I think it's super cool that you know so many languages. And anyone who knows more than one language is like so impressive to me. And I think people that live in Europe tend to know more languages than Americans do. 47, 48. It's the last time you've been to a bonfire. Oh, not that long ago. Probably it was around Super Bowl, like a month ago. We do that a lot here. People do them in their backyard. People do them at the beach. So it's fairly common. Mark McPoland, you're still here, you sneaky one. Just chill, be your beautiful self. Thank you very much, Steven. Shot, like shot, or like shot, or what kind of a shot? Wait, what did I miss something? Explain yourself, Steven. I don't understand. Cobian, for example, in Italian, I should go to work is devo andare a lavorare. In Spanish, tengo que ir a trabajar. In South dialect, Calabria and Sicily, it's tengo y, oh, I'm gonna just mutilate it. Trabajar is different. If I try to read that, I'll mutilate it. I don't want to ruin your beautiful language, but thank you for sharing that. I said, oh, Stephen, I said I've been pushed, pulled, things shot at me, etc. You mean by like ghosts? Is that what we're talking about? Are we, because we have a few conversations going on here. Don't worry, thank you. Yeah, I don't want to destroy it because it is beautiful language, but I appreciate you sharing that. Cavendish, great lessons in linguistics. I guess so, right? It is. We are all over the board tonight. This is so much fun. So, okay, Stephen is saying that he's been pushed, pulled, and things shot at him by maybe ghosts or spirits or something like that. That's, ooh, that's a little scary. Watch the lights flicker in here. If the lights flicker, I'm really gonna, that'll be it. I'll just end the stream. Lights, I'll be like, nope, not inviting any of that. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy, yes. Mark McPullen, can you send contact? You know, Mark, the best way to reach me is just right here on YouTube. I don't have Instagram or Facebook and TikTok or anything like that. I'm just right here on the YouTubes. And I come on about 2 or 3 times a week and do lives. And if you subscribe, I do shorts every day. So that's always fun. Wolfpack. Oh my God, you got shot by ghosts. Do you mean shot, or do you mean like a ghost threw something at you, like shot something at you, right? Like an object, like an object? Or do you mean what do you mean by the word shot? That's an interesting choice of words. Stephen, I live in a very old town in England. Okay, so there's a lot of history. Oopsie. There's a lot of history there, right? And you wonderful. Okay, Mark. Thanks for coming in. Uh, Kobian is sexy for a motivation because it's not a natural language, but it's born from poems and literature. Dante, for that sounds good, but it's close to Old Latin. Yes, that's what I love. The old languages, they are really, really good, you know. And in America, we have dialects, like you said. In Italy, you have many dialects of Italian. In the United States, we have many dialects of English. Just like England and the various parts, I'm sure, of England have different ways of speaking. And, Australia, and, I think every country has their areas of dialect. But Italian really is just, it's a lovely language. Okay, what do we got here? I'm trying to sit on this blanket so I'm up a little higher, but it feels weird. Okay, wait, back up. No things thrown at me, Wolf. Oh, what do you mean? No comma. Things were thrown at you, Stephen. So like an object, like the thing, right? I had the thing, like something came at you. So you felt like a spirit or a ghost or something out there had moved an object toward you. That's really creepy. Ooh. Um, Cavender, I grew up high in the Himalayas in relatively remote region. We had so many ghost stories and ghost spots. Really, everyone believes some ghost up in the mountains. Really interesting. I bet because there's a lot of history up there. A lot of people that have lived and not lived. So many stories. There was one bleeding stone, entire village believed it was some demon woman killed by a Buddhist monk. Ooh, ooh, you guys, we're going down a rabbit hole here. What the heck? That's And that's kind of crazy because you think a Buddhist monk would not be violent, right? And why would a Buddhist monk kill a woman? Ew, my goodness. Okay. Then there are small ponds up at the top of the mountains. All are believed to be containing souls of dead ancestors. What the heck? That's some serious Cobia, and yes, but it's complicated here, aha, because they aren't dialects. Italian, Sicilian, Napoleon, are like Portuguese, Spanish, French. Yes. Okay, gotcha, Cobian, gotcha. I understand that. Stephen, yes, I had a bacon sandwich thrown at me off my work. What? Are you, are you joking or is that serious? That's crazy. Mark, beautiful shade of happiness. Thank you, Mark. You're very sweet. Wolfpack. Oh, okay. Steven. Yeah, I don't know if he's making. Is that a joke, Steven? That sounds a little fishy there. So, Cavender, obviously, the blood was only red dry paint when I went to see that. Oh, really? It was underwhelming because when I heard bleeding, I thought blood would be gushing down. Well, that kind of sounds like that would be the case, right? So it's a very dramatic picture that we paint in our heads, but it just turned out to be red pain. Okay. Kobian, I go to sleep. Ha, good night. I wish you good evening. Kobian, thank you for coming in, my friend, and sharing your great stories and everything. I hope you come back. I hope you come back. I will see you soon. Sleep well. Steven, okay. He says, straight up, my house was haunted. Okay, Mr. Bad Boy. I still hear cha cha cha. I got cha. Kobion, thank you. Thanks. Yeah, good night. Yeah, I'm actually um I still hear. Yeah, I'm getting pretty tired though. This has gone on a little bit longer than I had expected. Hey, if you guys had fun here tonight with me, I hope you will consider, subscribing if you want. Don't do it if you don't want to. If you don't want to come back. Um, but I'm getting tired and think I need to wind it down for the night. I appreciate you all coming in and listening to all these crazy stories and having some kind of wacky fun with me. And I love you all. I love you all. And I will see you soon. I may do a live tomorrow and probably for sure on Thursday. So look for me. Love ya.